Hi, this is Mac Forbes and welcome to our video fly-through courtesy of Google Earth. What we're going to do here is just do a fly-in on Victoria, as you can see here, and the main wine regions, coming in a bit closer to the Yarra Valley, and we're going to do a fly around the back of the valley looking at the major influences of the various sub-regions. You can see coming in now from the southwest that we've got the bay just below Melbourne, which has a major influence on the lower Yarra or northwestern Yarra, and will gradually fly around the north and east. And everybody talks specifically about the Yarra with reference to the bay and the lower Yarra, and you'll see here just how flat it is from the bay to these closest regions here, which is called lower, and how the airflow, and you'll see just to your right of the screen now how the airflow runs straight from the valley out to the bay. And as we come around now, you can see the influence of a lot of the mountain range or the Great Dividing Range that stops here in the Yarra. And we're coming around on the eastern side, and Mount Baw is just to the right of these regions here, and provides a lot of cool airflow down into the upper Yarra, which is actually on the southeast corner, so the regions to your right. As we lift up now, you'll see that we're getting a good perspective here of the cooler Yarra to the right, on the right hand side, and on the western side it's much lower and warmer. The first two regions we're going to look at are Dixon's Creek and Yarra Glen. You can see the vineyards are being marked by colour. Gone from Dixon's Creek across to Yarra Glen. This vineyard's actually got an easterly aspect, but both vineyards actually are easterly, and we're just trying to negate the effect of the hot northerly winds. And this is a great view that the hot winds come channeling down and out across to the bay, and really have a big effect on the vineyards, in particular for Pinot and Chardonnay. The next two vineyards we're looking at, this is Coldstream, which is our warmest site and the first Pinot block that's picked, and Gruyere, which is a classic old-fashioned Australian vineyard with mixed plantings. Really, for us, that's a great Cabernet site, but the Pinot has got beautiful perfume and crunch. Now we're getting into Upper Yarra, and you'll see where we're now looking. You can see over this ridge for Wirialik, we're looking up into Lower Yarra, and the winds come flying down, but they come straight over the top of that ridge line, and both the Pinot and Chardonnay are well protected with this southwesterly aspect, or south-southwesterly. And this is still our prized site, being on siltstone with a little bit of clay as well. Hoddles Creek's a new vineyard for us on red soils. It's north facing, but at about 170 to 200 metres elevation. The vineyard itself is partially protected in the bottom pocket, but you can also see the effect of these hills directly to the north, meaning that although it's north facing, it does get a lot of protection from the northerly winds. We'll go into the last two vineyards, Yarra Junction and Wesburn. Wesburn's a great old vineyard which we haven't actually started taking any fruit from, but Yarra Junction, we're working off 30-year-old vines for Pinot there. It's in the same gully as Wesburn, but it's easterly facing, so it catches a lot of sunlight. But those cool winds, and we're sort of looking southeast now, come up this gully or down this gully, and are very, very good for the diurnal temperature fluctuations. You can see we've put Blaufränkisch in Wesburn. We've planted about 3 rows, and then we're grafting onto 30-year-old Cabernet vines, and the Pinot's been grafted onto 30-year-old Cabernet vines. So that's our snapshot. Easterly Yarra Valley is much cooler than the northwest regions. So thank you very much.